What's up, y'all? Big Red here, coming at you another Fallout 76 video on the channel. Where hope all my fellow vault drillers are out there thriving and surviving in the wasteland. This is going to be a full health, non-power armor, casual boss killer, immortal build for full health. We did the run outside power armor with the vampires for a bloody build going in the raids, and it'll keep you alive and thriving. And this is going to be the opposite version for full health. Vampire weapon, it's not as effective because you're losing so much damage and not having adrenaline going bloody. But being full health, you can go with a full set of sawbones on top of solo armor. I was doing this run with just sawbones on my overeater's civil engineer armor, and it wasn't working good enough. So I figured, why don't we just stack it? We stack the plus 4 HP on top of the plus 5 HP we're getting from the sawbones. With the armor, we're getting plus 4, so we're getting 9 HPs a second. Will that be enough? The vampires kept up with his poison, but will we be able to keep up with the poison? We're going to see. Can we have a valid build going through the raid with no power armor? So thank you for my subscribers, everybody tuning in and watching. Hope y'all having good luck out there for Fast Knot. And I'll tell you, it's grind, or AFK, however you want to do it. But at the end of the day, it's just a game. Just remember that. With all that being said, let's get right into it. So we got a full set, like I said, of soul armor. We got plus 2 agility in every armor piece to get our AP up high so we can stay locked in vats longer. Hopefully maybe we'll get a little bit of regen with it. Maybe we won't, I don't know. We do have through hackers in every armor piece. That's definitely recommended. Both plus 2 agility and the through hackers. You can probably throw a couple plus 2 endurance, but if you want to stay locked in vats and plus 2 agility, we get our agility up as high as we can. The through hackers, because it's going to free up 5 points in your loadout, and because we're not using plus 2 luck, or we're not using limit breakers to get our 33 luck, we're going to have to do the old school way with Nuka-Cola Dark. So that's going to take up 7 points in a loadout. So definitely through hackers, definitely recommended on armor piece to be able to maximize the build and have enough perk points to pull it off. And the full set of the sawbones. We do got dents on the chest piece, because if you're going through the first raid boss, his explosions will tear you apart. So you'll take 50% less damage going through the raid when you're going against that boss. All the rest of them, we have ultralight because it adds plus 5 to our action point pool. They all got the same plus 2 agility and through hackers on it. And the weapon of choice, we're going to go, there's aristocrats. We'll come back and maybe we will compare with the anti-armor. And see which one, with anti-armor without stabilize be better than the aristocrats without stabilize. But we do have it modded with the crit damage, 50% crit damage, minus 25% action point cost, and with the pinpointers on there, because pinpointers are the best 4-star damage, multiplicative bonus, plus the eye is a weak point and an appendage, so it really boosts your damage up. So definitely recommend getting it. We got the calibrated capacitor, get an extra 100% crit damage. Definitely a way to use it in vats. Rifle barrel for when we're outside vats. Stinging core, like I said, for the extra 20% armor penetration with the accelerated nozzle, giving us a faster fire rate, even though we don't have faster fire rate. So fire rate's 114. It'll be interesting to compare aristocrats and anti-armor outside power armor, because you don't get that extra armor penetration through stabilize, which one would be better. But I think against a tankier enemy, it might be a little different. This eye doesn't have a lot of resistance, but for right now, we're going up into more about can we survive his poison with our build, with having soul armor with sawbones, because I couldn't do it just with sawbones. Over in the build, we got lock and load maxed out for better DPS to help you thrive and survive with faster reloads. Blocker maxed out, 45% less melee damage when he's striking an island. Definitely need that, essential. All your heavy gunners maxed out. Essential. Concentrate fire at 1 to get those eye critical shots. That's definitely essential. We got Life Giver. Even though you're full health, you need all the health points you can get, because this poison's going to shred through you, especially outside power armor, even in power armor. This poison's not a joke. So the higher our HP is, the more hit points we got. So definitely essential. Life Giver. It's giving us about 160 or something. I can't remember. But yeah, it's helping us out. We're getting Iron Stomach for damage, energy resist. We got natural resistance, giving us a little extra poison or fire. Poison for this one. Thirst Quencher is definitely essential. It's giving our max AP up like 130, 120 something. So definitely essential. Bullet Shield, we know how powerful this card is. You've probably seen 1,000 videos over it. So 20% deflect chance, very powerful. Even it deflects this poison when you're firing. Starch Genes for your mutations. Fireproof took off, put on Lead Belly like always. So we can get a little bit of coffee spam, lock in vats. Cola Nut to help with Tinder, with Party Boy and Happy Go Lucky. This is a combination of 7 points here. You need those combinations to make Nuka-Cola Dark give you enough luck at full health or in power armor. So it's the old school way. It's reliable, but it is a heavy investment. But if we stay alive, then it's worth it. Somebody sharing Life Giver. We got Tenderizer for more damage, great multiplier. Strange in numbers, you definitely want that in your build. Just like we are a solo, but we're on a team. So this is, I'm not taking any bobbleheads, any magazines. It's going to be kind of damage you're going to be getting. Just only boost we're going to get is through our mutations and our food buffs. You got barracks included for the carry weight or ammo. Not a XP build by any means, but you know, it's about thriving and surviving. Outside power armor, you know, you want to play through the raids. It's a casual boss killer, so not just the raids. I mean, any in-game event. If it makes it through this, it'll make it through them all, and this is going to be the test. So we got Action Boy for AP Regen. If you're a herbivore, you could probably get by without it with Company T, but as a carnivore, you need it because you only get 10% with Regen. So Born Survivor, kicking those stim packs in. You need it maxed out to get the most out of it. Gun food and adrenaline, not wasted, like I always say. It's 60 to our max AP for every point in agility is 10 to your max AP, so that's 60. We're using that when we're firing, and you're using it throughout the raid with the Guardian, with guarding the drill or with the Enoch soldiers, but also in other events. Evasive at 1, just to give you an evade chance, and then we'd have dodgy in here. I took dodgy off so we don't get our AP pool drained when it's poison's coming down on us. So when we go locking in vats, we don't have any AP. So that's why I took it off to not harm us. We got better criticals for extra 100% critical damage. That's the power of the build. Max criticals, still the best damage multiplier. So yeah, you definitely need to do back criticals, get the most damage. 4-leaf clover, working with critical savvy. We'll get a crit every second shot with a Nuka-Cola Dart, getting our luck over 33. 4-leaf clover, if we get a miss, the next shot will be a crit, so we can have back-to-back crits theoretically. Good with salt. You might want to run Class Freak if you don't got a lot of serums, or if I'm running an event, I might take off Bloody Mess and put on Grim Reaper Sprint, which allows you to regen when you get a kill in VATS. But being there's only one target, we'll go on Bloody Mess, get an extra 15% damage. And normally we have one rank of, we have Ricochet and one rank of Quick Hands, but we don't need Ricochet, so we put on Quick Hands at 2. And like I said, good salt for our food buffs. We got taking one for the team. It's a great multiplicative bonus, and when it kicks in, we get 40% more damage. We'll see that take effect. Funky does for tankiness, survivability. We got to have something to it to resist this poison. +4 of my legendary agility is invested into our 15 agility, so we get a base of 19 instead of just 15. Couldn't invest the whole 5 like I like doing, but I did invest 4 to get our AP pull up as high as we can. But you only need 3 cards, no matter what they are, in your loadout, legendary maxed out, to get all the perk cards, and then you can add these in and max these out to optimize and maximize the build to make it more powerful. Over in our buffs, we got going. Like I said, we don't got no bobblehead, no magazine. We got serums, cancel negative effects. Life giver gave us 180. I was wrong. I was off. It's giving me more than I thought. 180. You see our AP, our health is 713. Whenever we're missing a little bit, we're gonna go full health. We might as well get the benefits. I normally don't play full health. Not knocking nobody that does, but I don't. But definitely a valid play style. But I might as well maximize it. So 713 for our max HP. We got Thirst Quencher gives us 126 to our AP. So our AP's at 690. That's pretty good for full health. I mean, you see our endurance is 30, agility 43, luck is 18. It'll be at 36 once I pop into a color dart. Perception is 18. Those are pretty good stats for being full health. Company T getting 10% AP regen. Sweet Leopard T giving us our 50% crit damage. Yeah, we're our carnivore to get our AP up high as we can. And hopefully we get a little AP regen where it locks in. That's with Thirst Quencher getting your AP high enough, it'll regen itself like you're spamming coffee. Maybe we'll get some of that even at full health. Cooked soft shell meat getting us 50 to our AP. You get that from a Murloc steamer, easy to come by. And the swirl to stick we get with +8 agility. That's adding 80 to our AP. That you get that from a train station. Easy to get buffs that you can get that you don't have to farm. And the dog meat steak adding 8 to our endurance, which is affecting our thirst quencher and also making us more tanky. Those are the ones that are really affecting our play. And the cranberry meatball grinder adding 100 to our HP to getting our HP way up there. But he's still going to shred through us. I mean, the only about this armor is not the tankiest as far as resistance, but there is a soft cap resistance, so it's really more powerful as the defense mitigation perks like blocker, taking 45% less melee damage, dodgy, serendipity if you're playing bloodied. Those cards are more powerful because they take away a percentage of the damage than just having high resistance, because there is a soft cap once you get up in like 400s. It's no better than having 400 and having 800. So 371 is not too bad. I mean, it ain't the best, but it ain't bad. So, with all that being said, I think I've talked enough, covered everything. My mutations, I didn't show you that. It is, like I said, we're a carnivore. We are adrenaline, bird bones, carnivore, chameleon, eagle eyes, egghead, electric charge, herbitality, marsupial, scuddy skin, speed demon, unstable isotope. All right, here we go. I'm trying to perfect it. I've got a couple runs, but hopefully my finger don't mess up and miss my stem pack and hit my fast wheel. But it's effective. I will say this: you're not immortal, but nothing is to get when you're taking on his poison. But it will make you and help you thrive and survive if you want to go full health against him versus going bloody with the vampires. But all right, let's get into it. See if we can get a clean run that I'm happy with. Come on, game, don't freeze up on me. All right, in danger all. Remember, Nuka Color Dart, then Hard Lemonade. If you take the Hard Lemonade first, it'll cancel out. You can take the Nuka Color Dart. It's just the way it stacks. Stronger. Nuka Color Dart, Overdrive, Hard Lemonade. Now we are 730 AP, 36 luck. Make sure our coffee is ready. Alright, let's try to do this. What's up, Snakey Poo? Maybe about 10 coffee or so. Alright, remember, no, we've got no bobbleheads. 1709 on the crits, no magazine. We're relying on taking one for the team. Now he hit us. Now we're getting 2477, so getting a good amount. Hang in there. Copy. Stop it, Snaky Poo. Play fair. Play fair. Be nice. Be nice, Snaky Poo. Be nice, Snaky Poo. I felt better about that one. Not as clean as I think I could get it, but I still feel like it was effective. It showcased the power of it, health regen, and it did do a pretty decent job. And I still hit some super stim packs in the fight, just playing it safe, because he can kill you. But there's times I didn't hit it and it regened itself. Combination of both of them. Now you got to have the full 60, be at 60% for the soul armor, but between that and Born Survivor and the sawbones, it was enough to keep us alive and thriving. So definitely valid ways you want to play outside power armor and do the raid. It was a minute and 47. That's a little bit behind a power armor with stabilized, but still under 2 minutes. Still better than any other weapon. Alright, and it didn't really regen on the AP like I thought it would, like you'll see in a minute with the vampire run. Alright, let's do an anti-armor run. Let's see, outside power armor without stabilized, or anti-armor beat aristocrats against the Ultracite Terra. Alright, before we get into the vampires, let's show what is better, going with more. There's Aristocrat with the 50% damage, or anti-armor. And without stabilized, you would think anti-armor would outperform the Aristocrats, stacking with the 20% armor penetration. But since the last update, anti-armor has really suffered. Everything's modded the same way, pinpointers on it, crit damage, minus action point cost. But anti-armor is not what it used to be. But it might be a little different against Earl, but against a snake, anti-armor has not really panned out on most weapons. Alright, make sure we're reloaded. We can get just enough of to do a comparison, I'll be happy. Even if the run's a bust. Alright. Danger off. Nuka Color Dark. Remember. Overdrive, then Hard Lemonade, 730 AP, 36 luck. Make sure we got our coffee ready. Alright, let's see what anti-armor can do. What's up, Snaky Poo? Yeah, we're only getting 16, 17, so we're getting less damage with the anti-armor. Now we're getting 22. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. More coffee. Yeah. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Health regen. Where you at, Snake? Actually, my better run than my Aristocrats, as far as I felt like the play of it. That's probably because I've done this run several times. But we'll compare the two. But the numbers were off. I mean, definitely anti-armor was slightly behind the Aristocrats. My play was just a little bit better with it. But it definitely showcased the build. You saw it regen, and it sounded like it worked better on that run. The health regen than it did with the Aristocrats. Still couldn't get the regen on the AP. I did run out of AP a little bit, a couple times. Would help being herbivore maybe instead of carnivore for full health. If we can't get it to regen because we can't, without unyielding armor, we can't go to AP up at the 900s like we can with the vampires. Alright, now let's compare the two. Here we go. Anti-armor on top, Aristocrats on bottom. You can see the Aristocrat numbers on the bottom of the 1709 numbers. The anti-armor was getting 16, 17. And it's pretty competitive. I mean, even though it's getting a little bit less damage, the anti-armor is keeping up with it. On the crits, once we have to take one per team, 2477 for Aristocrats. It was in the 23s. The anti-armor, at least ones I could see. I was really surprised. Normally, the anti-armor update ago, anti-armor would have blown out Aristocrats especially on a tanky target. But his eyes are not super tanky, so it's not like it's Earl. But part of it was my play with Aristocrats, why anti-armor won. But even at the beginning, you saw our Aristocrats didn't blow it out of the way. So I'd say outside power armor. I mean, you could go either way. I mean, Aristocrats hung with anti-armor. It was getting a little bit better damage, so anti-armor hung with Aristocrats, even though it was getting a little less damage. So if you spend a lot of caps, then you'll be okay with anti-armor, and you won't be too far off. And if you want the biggest damage numbers on the snake, that on any other boss, this is not a test for any other boss exactly. And go with Aristocrats if you keep your caps. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the build. Do you like running your heavy guns outside power armor, or do you like the benefit of stabilize? Because with stabilize, the full health did get better times, like a minute. I mean, probably at least another 15 seconds better. I would think at least. Yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts on it. Is it worth playing outside power armor, especially through the raids? No, I personally rather play bloody with the vampires because the higher AP pool, you get it to regen better on the AP part without coughing. But there is benefits for playing with power armor. Super tanky and with stabilize, better armor penetration will get you a better time. But alright, this is Big Red. Like I said, I'd like to know your thoughts about it. Hope y'all thrive and survive out there in the wasteland. Let me know if you're going to give this build a try. Alright, I'll see y'all in the next one.